Where you be going like this, boss? Where you work at?
FedEx. Man, he pushing that truck.
Oh my God. He pushing that truck.
They definitely say bye.
Everything at you.
Welcome to another discussion with the MR.NOLDS organization. I am your host, Arnold, and I am joined today by
Mr. TYB Mike.
TYB Mike. I don't know what the TYB stand for.
That's your boy.
Your boy Mike. Well, before we get into the discussion today, I want you to subscribe right now. That little subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell, that notification that will allow you to get a notification anytime when we got videos like this where we'll be discussing areas of health, wealth, social life, and spirituality. Whenever we upload, you'll get a notification the moment we upload so you can check it out. So after hitting that bell, after you finish listening to this video, share this video right now. Share this video so whatever you just listened to, others can listen to it too. If you find this video to be helpful and you find this video to be insightful, man, share it right now. So share it to one, two, three of your friends right now so they can get the same information as well. Now, today we're going to be talking about gifts. The gifts that keep giving, Now, just to be serious, I'm not talking about the gifts you give during your birthday or during Christmas time. The gifts we're going to be talking about are not necessarily physical gifts, things you can touch. These gifts are gifts that you were born with. I'm going to start off with Proverbs 18, verse 16. I'm going to read the New King James Version. This is where it says, "A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men." So I'm going to read it one more time. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. That verse is, it strikes me when I read that verse because, a lot of times, majority of people you ask, if you ask them, do you want to be successful? Majority of people will say yes. Sometimes some people don't care for it, but I would say the majority would be like, yeah, man, I want to be extremely successful. I want to be, top tier. Who don't? We all have some sort of desire to be great inside of us. So this verse says, but how, in order for us to be great, to know what will make us great, it says our gifts. The gifts will make room for us. A lot of times, we try to fight against the next man or against things, to put us in certain positions. But this verse says a man's gift will make room for him. So a lot of times we don't have to fight against the next person. You don't have to hate on the next guy or the next girl. Your gift alone will make room for you. But the important thing is finding your gift. So today's discussion, we're going to be talking about our gifts and a little few things about, what is a gift? What is a gift? How do you tap into your gift and all those good stuff? Now, one of the first things I want to mention, your gift will be one of the clues to finding out what is your gifts. I'm going to give a few things that you can pay attention to. Your gift is normally something, that you are good at, and you don't put a lot of effort into being good. There's some people, they put a lot of effort into cooking, and their food don't probably even taste that good. But there are some people, they don't even put a lot of effort into cooking, and whatever they whip up, it looks good. It tastes good. For example, there's a chef that I follow on Instagram. Man, he has these little segments where it takes him about 5-10 minutes, and he whip up something amazing. And I'm like, man, if it was me, that thing would probably take me an hour, 30 minutes, and I promise you, it probably won't even taste as near as him. So your gift, one of the first things you want to be aware of, or you want to pay attention to finding out what are you good at. What are your gifts? is basically things that you are good at without putting as much effort as everyone else. Now that does not mean to be lazy and don't put effort into your gift, because then now we'll talk about your gifts alone are not enough. So we'll get into that. But one of the first things to realizing what are your gifts is to pay attention to the things that you are naturally good at that you don't necessarily need to put in a lot of effort. So that is one of the key. Now, a second thing you need to pay attention to. You need to pay attention to what people say about you. For example, if you play ball, if you play any sports, you need to pay attention to do people say you're good? Like, if you're on the court, when you get on the court, are you one of the first people to get picked up? Like, do you ball? Do it come natural? And listen to what people have to say about you. Because a lot of times we ourselves don't know what we're really good at. We have to listen to what others around us have to say. So if you're someone, when you cook, everybody's like, man, your food is amazing, that's probably one of your gifts, which is cooking. Same thing with sports. If every time you're playing whatever sport it is, people saying like, man, you're good. You just got a skill for it. And people see it, then maybe that is one of your gift. So you have to be very mindful to what people say. So what people say can help you discover your gifts. So those are a few. Well, I'm going to give one more when it comes to your gift. Another thing when it comes to gifts, God is a good God. God is a good God that he don't only give us just one gift. A lot of us, well, majority of us, I'll say all of us, we are packaged with multiple gifts. Like, just because you've been given a God-given ability to play basketball at a high level, football at a high level, that does not mean that's the only gift God will give you. Maybe not only God gave you the gift of athleticism, but he gave you also the gift to speak. So that's why you'll see a lot of athletes, when they retire, they'll go from playing football, playing basketball. The next thing you see, they're on ESPN as a host, because God didn't only give them the gift to play sports. God also gave them the gift to communicate, to speak. So they'll go and become, sports analysts and all type of stuff that has to do with journalism and things like that. So you never want to just focus. Yeah, at each given time, you want to focus on each gift, but you want to keep in mind that you have more than one gift. And sometimes you can package your gift to do something. So just keep that in mind. So those were the three things. And there's other things that, that can help you discover your gift. But I just wanted to be brief with that so you can, be aware of your gifts. Now, another thing, you have, now that you have multiple gifts, you want to know where to use those gifts. What do I mean? Just because you're given the gift to speak, that doesn't mean every situation you just keep. You have to know when the gift, where should you use the gift? Because every environment you're in that may not fit your gift. So understanding what your gift is or your gifts are is important, but also understanding where to use your gift is also important. Because if you're sometimes a lot of us will use our gifts in the wrong places and will feel like underappreciated. Let's just say if you have a gift for, you're very artistic. You're very, very artistic, and then you're in a situation where it's not called for to be too artistic, and you just want to be artistic when they're just trying to be, let's say they're just trying to focus on the numbers. Like, it don't fit. So not only understanding what are your God-given gifts, but also understanding where to use your gifts. Because we have to know where to use our gifts. Because like I said, a lot of times we feel underappreciated when, you know, we're operating in our gifts, but we're operating in the wrong place. The place you're operating in your gift is not where you belong. So that is very important. Now, for a brief one, I'm going to throw in the power question right here. What are some gifts that you feel like you have? Comment down in comment. We want you to comment what are some gifts that you have, and you know, you can probably give a brief description of, like, you know, how have you used those gifts. So right now, comment down right now what are some gifts that you have, because a lot of times a lot of people don't know some things that they do well is a gift. Sometimes we don't consider the things that we do well gifts. So comment down right now something that you're naturally just good at. It may not be something typical that the typical person is good at, but what is something that you just see that you're naturally good at? That is the power question of this segment. Now, moving forward, that goes to the next point. There is a lot of gifts we have that we don't consider gifts. Why is that? The reason for that is, you know, a lot of times we focus on society and we focus on the gifts that, you know, that's televised or that's being sought after. For example, we all know there's gift to sing. There's gift to like play sports like athleticism, like football, basketball, soccer, and those things. Then gifts like to cook. There's gifts to write. There's gift to speak. You have any other gifts that is, you know, popular gifts that people have?
You cover them all.
Okay, so that's a few. But I want to point out to you, and I hope this video shed light in this area. There is a lot of gifts that we neglect because we're chasing after the gifts that's televised or that's promoted. Not everyone is going to be a good singer. Not everyone's going to be a good rapper. Not everyone's going to be a good cook. Not everyone's going to be a good athlete. But there are gifts. If you don't have those gifts, there are gifts that you have, but you just have neglected them. Why? Because you're chasing other people's gift. That is why the beginning of this conversation, it is important to find out what are your gifts. And one of the ways is to listen to what people say about you. Because a lot of times, let's just say if it's not those popular gifts, or those gifts that I just listed, a lot of people chase after, we tend to never, like, you know, touch on our gifts. Tap in on them. Yeah. So I'm going to talk to you about a few gifts that they're gifts, and if you tap into them, if you cultivate them, that it can lead you, like the verse says, they will make room for you. Okay. One gift I would say, and I can say personally, those are gifts that I found within myself that at first I didn't look at it as a gift. So one gift is the ability to bring people together. So a lot of times, let's say like if you that person, like you're able to get your friends together, you're able to get like just groups together, people together, that's a gift. Because there will be people who tries to do the same thing and cannot do it. It is a gift to be organized. If you see, like, whether it's your room, whether it's your paperwork, whether it's your office or your car, wherever it is, you like to keep things organized, and your stuff is normally organized, even from the notes in your phone, your pictures and everything. That is a God-given gift, the ability to organize. Now, another gift, I would say, the gift of, like, with colors. What do I mean? There are some people that are naturally good with colors. They know how to put things together. Normally, those people turn out to be, you know, stylists. They turn out to be like, they'll go into the art world. They'll do like even like home decor because they're just good with colors. Now, it's one thing to be good with painting and drawing, But it's another thing to be good with colors. Because I believe I'm good with colors. But I'm not the best drawer. I'm not the best painter. But just the ability of putting colors together is an art in itself. Because a lot of people, you'll see somebody dressing, you're like, how did they put that together? It look like a mess. But because the colors don't mesh well, they don't understand colors. Yeah. So same thing. The gift, like seeing colors, being able to pick out colors is another gift. Also putting clothes together. And then, like I said, those people normally become stylists, or they'll be like, they'll become a designer, because they're able to put clothes together. They see what goes well together in the form of clothes. So that's one. Now another gift, the gift to consult people. There's some people that are just like, man, if you're somebody, people always tell me, man, you give great advice. That's a gift to consult. Now, there's a gift to consult when you're telling someone what to do, or you're advising them on what to do. Then there's another gift where the gift to comfort or to console, like to comfort. Like you're that person when people are feeling down, when people are upset, and they talk to you, they're like, man, you make me feel so much better. So those are two different gifts. The gift to consult and basically solve problems, and then the gift to comfort, like when somebody's grieving or upset. So there's a lot of gifts we have out. Even the gift, there's a bunch of gifts out there. Outside of the typical gifts of, athlete, singer, rapper, dancer, cook, artist. There's many, many gifts that if you look into yourself, you will find out God has blessed you with many gifts, with different gifts, more than one. So, like I said, a lot of times the problem is we're focused so much on other people's gift, on the gifts that we see that, that are commercialized, are televised, are promoted. Oh man, be a rapper, be a singer, that makes the most money. But all of us do not have the same gifts. Just like you see a rapper or a singer, they worked on their craft, because you don't want to just depend on your gift alone, which will be the closing segment, because your discipline will take you where your gift can't. What is something you feel like you're gifted in doing? Like what is something that you heard people say, or you just people by yourself that you just naturally good?
I would say dancing.
Dancing.